B-Berg coming at you. Um, I know I'm going to speak a little low in this video. That's because it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. But I have to talk about things. And now, the thing is when I say I want to be rich, I do want to be rich because then I won't have to deal with this depression that I'm dealing with. Um, Nobody should be struggling in life. Now, I know a lot of people probably don't like what I say, when I say AI and machines should take over, but humans been on this planet for thousands of years and we've been in power for since we created countries, right? So, and like nothing gets done. Like, yeah, I voted for Trump, but not everybody likes Trump. And do I trust Trump fully? No. Do I trust anybody else fully? No. That's the thing. Like, not everybody trusts Trump or the left or the right. The point is this is why I prefer machines at this point because you can't trust a human. Um, I feel like humans are like, this is too much for us to handle, but we still do it. And people just want power. That's all humans want is power. And everybody wants control. Um, everybody, including me, including you. I know a lot of people will deny it, obviously, but I just don't know why people want to deny that. Everybody has problems. I have problems. I'm dealing with pain. I'm dealing with my cat. She has problems. And when you're broke, you can't fix those problems. So it's like, what can you do? I deal with a lot. And like I said, when I lost my mom, now I have to take care of myself. Now I have to do things on my own. And when you're a man, those are the things you got to look for. You know, that's something you got to do on your own as a man is you have to figure it out, because that's what men do. Is they got to figure shit out. Um See, I upload videos in hope that somebody can discover me and help me get out of this situation. I don't want to be in San Antonio, Texas. Um, I just don't want to be here anymore. Um, in fact, I don't even want to be in this country, to be honest. But I don't know. If anything, this country is the only country that seems to be better off to stay in. Um, Unfortunately, because Europe is screwed and America's the only country that allows you to have freedom to do whatever you want. and people complain, which is kind of stupid. I mean, come on, you have freedom to get a sex change. What other country allows their people to do that, right? Like, I don't understand that about trans people. Like, you should be lucky that you get to even put hormones into your system, but all they do is bitch and complain. Um, but that just shows that America allows you to have the freedom that you want. Um, but mostly when you're an adult. When you're adult, it's like you can do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt anybody else. Then it's good. Um, you know, I know this is a sad kind of video. I just, when you're dealing with a lot in your life, and you have no money to get it fixed, it sucks. It sucks. And then when I think of, so let me go back to, pro-lifers and, procreation. I feel like if I procreate, I'm procreating evil into this world because that's the way humans are, is evil. Um, we're all evil in our own way, and people don't want to admit that. People want to say like, "Oh, I'm innocent. I'm never gonna listen. You're evil too. You're evil too." Um, some people just rather do it virtually. You know, that's why there's all these shooter games and stuff like Call of Duty and Battlefield and you know, Mortal Kombat and even Super Smash Brothers and Brawls and UFC. You know, even the UFC is real, but like there's games that are like that, like WWE. Um, but what I'm saying is like some people don't want to do stuff like UFC, so they rather go to a video game. Um, so they can feel that, you know, um, some people are born different, deformed, handicapped. So, even they want to feel powerful, right? So what do they turn to? They turn to video games to cope with their disability and whatever they're dealing with. Um, that's why I post videos on YouTube. Um, so I can make people think, make people, talk. I voice my opinion. I believe everyone should. You don't have to like this video. You can dislike it. I get it. I understand. I understand that, not everything that somebody makes you should agree with. So you don't have to like this video. Um, it's kind of a depressing one. So I will forgive you guys for, disliking. Um, but and plus I just don't care, I rather voice my opinion. Um, and I'm recording at 4 o'clock in the morning, so and I got work later. So, but like I said, and I probably cover this on other videos. It sucks that the government doesn't care. And it's like, who do we turn to? I know people say God, but I feel like God doesn't care. People feel cursed. People feel like they're not getting anything in life. Um, you know, there are people who try to do good, but something fucks up for them. And I feel for those people because I see it. I even see it in front of me. I know somebody that I see that goes through that and they help. And then what happens? They get fucked over. And it's just like, and then there are people who are just cruel and they get everything that they want. And that's another reason why I can't accept God or anything, because it's like bad people seem to win, you know? And good people seem to not win. Now, doesn't apply for everybody. There are good people who do um, help and they get benefit. Um, but most of the time, it turns out that way. It's like a setup. Like we're all set up. It's weird. Um, that's one of the reasons why I want to be rich. I talk about this. Uh, I want to be rich because I want to be alone and I want you to be rich. I want to help you guys get rich so you guys can be alone and be happy. Um, I'm in an apartment, you know. Can't say that I'm alone. I got people around me. That's why I gotta speak very low. Um, I don't know, man. I just I wish this country would do a better job at helping people out, you know. And like I said, even with Trump in the office, it's still not enough because there are people who just don't want him to succeed because he's Trump, right? And they have this ideology that they push. Um, and it kind of works the same way on the other side. That's why it's like it's stupid, but Putin, he said something uh that goes through my head a lot, and nobody seems to bring this up. And Putin says that even the president doesn't have orders. He takes orders from these men in black suits, and they go to him and they tell him how to run the country. And that's with Bush. He said this even before Trump. Um, this was probably when Barack Obama was in office. He brought this up. And I know people would disagree with me, but Vladimir Putin is a very intelligent person. And I know he knows his shit. But like I said, even the president can't even do anything because he's being controlled by some other higher. And the thing is like I hear about this shit because I even heard this from, I don't know if it was from Andrew Tate or somebody else, but Joe Biden, when he was in office, like, we know he wasn't running the country. We know Kamala's not running the country. So who the fuck was running the country? We don't know their names, and if we do end up seeing their face and their names, then that's going to be not good. So these people are a mystery. Um, who is really running America? That's a question that really goes through my head. Who is in control? And why are they doing this to us? Why are they doing this to us? I even said we have robots now. Like, we, I don't know. I don't know. Like, why are we, I hear from other people too, like, maybe they're building some space stuff so they can get off this planet before something bad happens. I've heard that story too. Like, people who are powerful, they're trying to build spacecraft so they can just leave Earth while we stay here and suffer. Um, I've heard that one. There's a lot of things that is very, like, classified. But like I said, all I want is just to be alone. I just, like, I know I made a video talking about me wanting to be popular, but yet don't. This is kind of the same thing. Um, I do want to be popular, but I don't want to be popular, if that makes sense. Like, I want my name out there, but I don't really care if it is or isn't. Um, I don't know the best way to put it. Um, like I said, I'm just a person who just speaks his mind and just wants the world to hear, you know, um, and I said this too. Everybody has a story, It's not just me. It's everybody. Everybody has their own uh, ups and downs, and some people go through things while other people go through other things. You don't know what a person goes through. I don't know what this dude goes through. I don't know what this person's been through. I don't and you should always treat people with kindness and respect. Because this dude could be having a bad day, or this person could be having a bad day in general. And if you just be rude to this person, that could just be the final straw for this dude, because you were an asshole. And the dude just can't take it. He's probably been bullied his whole life. So always think about this. Always think about this. Always treat people with kindness, no matter what. Because I don't know what this person's gonna do. When you meet somebody, you don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know what they're capable of. Um, that could be their just, I've had enough. I can't deal with this anymore, blah blah blah. And it's just like it's one of those things. Um, and like I said, the government is mostly responsible for people going crazy. The whole world is going crazy. You can't deny it. There is a change. People are waking up. People are now on the Trump train. They see Trump is actually doing something. Whether they like him or not, they do see that he is making a difference. And the polls are going up with uh, people liking Trump. They're like, oh my gosh, I actually like what he's doing. And I don't even like the guy, right? There are people who are like that. And it's crazy because that's what people want. People want hope. People rely on something in their life. They want to feel safe in a country. I know people don't like what certain people do, but not everybody thinks the way you do. Not everybody can communicate the way you do. Not everybody can um, play football, golf, or certain activities. Not everybody is talented. Not everybody can sing. Not everybody can act. Um, People just they, they're just, I guess you could say, just alive, and they're just coping. I know it's weird, and all they want, some people in this world just want to go home and have a family, eat, drink, relax, watch TV, and repeat, you know, and go to work. Not everybody wants the rich life. I don't even want the rich life. And yeah, I'm talking about how much I want to be rich, but that doesn't mean I want to live in a big mansion because I don't want to live in a big mansion. Um, the only place that I want to live that's going to be big is probably some like kind of like a warehouse hangar garage type thing. And the reason why I say that is because I just want to live virtually. And if you look at back at my other video, um, I don't remember what video it is, but I show a picture of this virtual room that is kind of like in a hangar, and the, I just want to live virtually, and then I just have like a little smaller room with a fridge, freezer, a little bed, and then when I wake up in the morning, I just go to the little big floor, and then I just put on the thing, and I'm in this big giant room that allows me to live virtually. And the floor has air pressure, so I can fly in the virtual world, like literally fly, like I'm Superman or something. Um, that'd be pretty cool. But that's about it. But I don't want to live in a mansion. I really don't want to live big. I'm not trying to live the high life. I don't really care about the high life because I just think it's stupid. I don't want anything big. I just don't like, I don't want cars. Everybody's like, "Oh, I want to buy this. I want to buy that. I want to buy this. I want to buy," and I just don't. I just want one big world and just live in it, you know? And I had that when I was playing video games, but, I just wish I could have stayed in one video game though. that just allowed me to have everything that I want, you know? Like be in a world that I don't want to leave for any reason. Like if I can just take all the games that I've played and seen and just put it all in one and just live in that, that'd be amazing. You know, I think that would be pretty cool. And like I said, the other reason why I want to have money is so I can get, fixed, health, so I can build up money and help other people out and get out of San Antonio. Okay, I mean, I just, I don't know. I'm bored of this place. I don't like this place. Um, I don't know. There's certain places where I feel like I'm unwanted, like I just don't belong. And this is one of those things. And I've been here my whole life, but I always felt like that. I always felt like I don't belong here. It's hard to take care of yourself, especially when you're broke and you're taking care of everything. I'm sorry that I'm sounding all, but again, it's 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. Like literally, it's 4:10. Um, and I'm always up at this time too, either searching the web or just doing whatever. I don't know. Um, I've never been a people person too. That's another thing. I've never been a people type person. But like I said, if I were to be rich right now, I'd build up money just so I can, yeah, help myself a bit, because there's nothing wrong with that. I think everyone who gets rich, they should help themselves a bit, you know. That's perfectly normal. But then after that, start helping other people. I just think that's the way to do it, you know. That's why I push for machines. I say this on my channel. This is one of the reasons why I push for machines. I push for AI because I know humans are built to for their own survival. That's just the way humans are programmed. This is what people don't understand. Humans are programmed for their own survival. That is the truth. Um, it's just the way we're programmed from evolution. Um, it's not that humans don't care about other people. It's just we're just programmed to care more about ourselves. Um, yeah, there are people who will, sacrifice themselves for somebody. There are people that are like that out there. Um, and power to those people. But the majority of people are not like that. People will always go for themselves in a life and death situation. They're always going to be like, I come first. I'm sorry, but I care about myself first. It's just, it's just nature. Um, because they see that they are the only type of people who can, it's more like kind of like what I'm doing in some sense, I guess. Like, if I were to get rich, only I can save the world, or I can fix you, or I can fix the way the world is, or me pushing AI, that's just my thinking process because, humans are struggling, and I'm seeing humans all the time. I'm watching the news. Trump said this, Trump said that, Trump doesn't know what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. Kamala did this, Kamala did that, Kamala doesn't know what she's doing. Everyone's attacking every single side. Everybody's attacking every single side. And it's just like, and I get it. I get it. Again, people have their favorite candidate, people have their favorite president, but like me, I'd rather go to Trump. I'd rather be on the Trump train. Um, but do I want Trump or do I want something else? I'd rather take something else. No offense to President Trump, but I'd rather take an AI in control of the presidency than a human being. Because again, what are humans care more about? Themselves. Kamala cares about herself. She doesn't care about y'all. Donald Trump, he doesn't care about any of us. He cares about himself. Joe Biden, he doesn't care about y'all. They care about themselves. Exactly. Everything, even Barack Obama, he doesn't care about you. He cares about himself. All the presidents that you have seen throughout history, they don't care about y'all. They care about themselves. They care about being in power. Most presidents care about power. It's authority. It's another form of their own version of masculinity and women power, like Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris. They just want authority. Every man wants authority. Every human wants authority. That's just the way it is. Some people want to be the boss. People want to control people. People tell people to do this, especially when you go to your job. Your boss loves being in control. Like, I need you to clock in right now and start working. I need this done now. I mean, who doesn't like to have a little bit of power, right? I mean, everybody's programmed that way. Now, I'm not saying that these presidents don't care. I'm not saying they don't fully care, because they do care, just not to the extent. I know what I said. I know. Let me kind of backtrack a little bit. Okay. They care, but at the same time, they mostly don't, if that makes sense. It's more of I'm the president, I can do whatever I want, and it feels good. Yeah, there's a little bit of well, I guess I can help these people out, right? Why not? Everybody has that, but Mostly it's what I want, or it has to do with my belief, my religion. Uh, that's how I believe. I believe this. You know, that's why the world is so screwed up. Like, that's why one of the reasons why the world is so screwed up. Like, but you have to understand, I get it. I get it. You know, I do. I get it. I get the whole point, you know? That's one of the reasons why I love playing games like Metal Gear Solid 5, for example. You know, going up to an enemy and just, get on the ground. Don't move. Speak. Hands up. Don't move. I feel good when I did that, I don't know why. But here's the thing, it's a game. And it's not a human being, it's just some creation to make it look like a human being. It's a character, it's an NPC, it's nothing real. Um, but that's the thing. That's why I prefer those worlds and those games because I get to have the power. I even said this on one of my videos a long time ago that I thought of wanted to make a game where you become the president. I did. I actually wanted to make a game where I become the president because, again, everybody wants that, but I want power. What if I became president? What would I be doing? I've thought of this. I've thought of these things. That would be a pretty cool game. I know a lot of people would be like, but yeah, but it's like an open world of emptiness. You don't really do anything. Yeah, I know. But just the thought of like controlling a country would be pretty cool. I know it's like all of these buildings and open world, but then again, every open world is the same shit. You don't do much in the open worlds. Like they make these open worlds, but yet there's very little shit to do. So what's the difference, right? You got a big, massive open world, and it's literally empty. It's like most games are like that. But I have thought of that. I've thought of like what would happen if I made a video game where you become the president and you're in control of, you know, passing laws. And I thought that would be pretty cool. And you can literally digitalize yourself into this open world. I thought that would be pretty cool. But again, virtual world, not in real life. Because at least in the virtual world, I get to do that. I get to be that. And I get to be like, wow, geez. And I wanted to have in the game where you can be loved or hated. Like you could become a dictator or a tyrant. Like I wanted that to be part of the thing. And then when you open up your screen, like let's say you decide to turn the game back on and you go to the menu screen, depending on what you became, like if you're a tyrant, the screen is all evil looking. It's kind of bloody. I wanted it to be like that every time you open up the menu. But you can change it. All the laws that you change, then it reduces the home screen. So there'll be multiple home screens. So like if you're a dictator, you know, the screen will pull you up in some sort of, you know, dictator suit. But if you're just a presidential person, it it all depends on like what you see with Trump, he's signing executive orders and you get these things and you just like, okay, or what should I do? Should I just have them killed? Should I gas them? Should I hurt them? Should I do all that? I mean, that would be pretty cool to have in a video game. Most gamers would probably want to be a tyrant. They're like, I want to be a tyrant in this one. Just to see what would happen. I know a lot of people would want to do that. But that's okay because it's a video game. You're allowed to do that in a video game. You can't do that in the real world. See, this is why people play video games so they can do these crazy things that they want to do. Um, that's why I don't understand the government. Like, I hate the government, and that's why it bothers me. Like, this is why I'm sitting in my room. I'm depressed because I can't I can't afford things. I can't go to the doctor. I can't get checked up on. I don't know if there's something wrong with me. How am I gonna know? And I don't know. I can't go to like the dentist. I can't even get fixed. I can't get glasses because I have bad eyesight. Um I can't take my cat to the vet. See, these are the things that's bothering me every single time. And it's like, why? Why? On top of that, my work is in competition with the same store, but miles away. That's like 15 minutes away. So we're having a competition with another store that is the same store. And the crazy part about it is it's owned by the same owner that owns the store that we're at. So my boss who owns my store, he has another store that's 15 minutes away, which is his store. So we're having a competition with his other store. So we're losing money because of that. And it's just because why? Because corporate decided to put it that close, to this store. It's fucking crazy, dude. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is why I like this is it's weird because like when you're a kid you don't really think about stuff like this. When you become an adult, you're just like, now I understand why parents are the way they are. I understand why, dads are very pissed and angry when they come home from work. I now get it. I do. It's it's sad. And I know. I can't believe I'm making a video like this. But when you're young, you kind of just blow it off. You know, because I used to see that with my dad when he would come home. It sucked. Cause I lived with my dad for a year, and when he came home, he was pissed. He was always pissed off. Um, and then I would see other parents do the same shit that they'd be pissed off too. It's like, oh, my dad's pissed off right now. I don't know, something about work. You know, when you're a kid, you don't think about these things. And then when you get older, you're like, fuck, now I know what my dad was getting pissed off about. It's like, now I understand why parents are the way they are. You know, it's just like, it's crazy. Same thing with my mom. My mom did the same shit when she was alive. She would get pissed off, come home upset. She would be like, long day. It's been one hell of a day. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's wild. But the government doesn't care, you know? It's like they beat off to this. They don't care. That's why they continue doing it. That's why I say it's better to be rich than to be broke. You know, because when you can afford things, things are different. Um, I don't know. What was the whole point of this video? Again, it's just we need a change in this world. And I feel like that's the reason why I'm putting myself out there because somebody has to speak up. Somebody has to keep talking about all of this stuff because, you know, it's sad. And, you know, there are people out there that question all this stuff. They're like, why is the birth rates decline? Why aren't people getting married anymore? Why are men staying indoors? Why are women staying indoors? Why do men don't want to work anymore? Because it's like, what's the point? You know? Same thing with again with the birth rates. Why aren't people having babies anymore? Why would anyone want to have a kid in a society that they can't even take care of themselves? You know, why should I have a kid when I can't even take care of myself? You know, and that's what women think too. I can't even take care of myself. Why should I fucking take care of a child? There's no point in procreating if we can't afford things. Can you blame them? Can you blame? And then, of course, you got the billionaires that are panicking. Of course, you got people like Elon Musk complaining. You know, I say this all the time. They just want more money. That's why they want you to procreate, because so they can keep getting money. While we're getting shit, we get fucked. They don't. They just acquire more money. It's funny. It's crazy that your rich people are telling people like us to keep procreating. Why? Why are you telling us that we should why don't you procreate? You're fucking rich. Don't tell me I should fucking procreate. I can't afford it. You're a fucking billionaire. You do it. I'm tired of watching the news and they're oh, the birth rates are. Then you fucking have a whole bunch of babies. You do it. You're an anchor on the fucking channel. You're the anchor on MSNBC. You're the anchor on Fox News. You do it. You're rich. You guys have money. You procreate. Keep procreating, Elon Musk. Keep doing it. I thank you on a lot of things, but when it comes to procreating, you do it. Don't tell us to do it. When we could put barely put food on the table. You do it. You billionaires and millionaires, you fucking procreate. Don't tell poor people in the middle class to procreate. If it's that much of a fucking worry, then you start fucking. Because I don't get it. I just don't get it. That's why I understand women today. I understand why they don't want to have kids. I get that. I get why women don't want to have kids today. How can they? When they can't even fucking take care of themselves. You know, it's the same thing. Um, it's just sad. It's just sad. You know, there's got to be a reason why people like liminal spaces. It kind of reminds them of their past when things were better. It's kind of like it kind of makes you think, but why is it empty? Because it feels empty, you know? Going back to your childhood, it's empty. You know, I do. I look at all these liminal spaces and stuff, and it's like going back in time almost when you look at the photos. And I like stuff like that. And I like the music that goes with it because it's kind of sad and kind of makes you, and it's haunting at the same time, but it's also sad. And I think it's sad because it's like we wish we can go back to that. And it's an emptiness that we have. You know, we feel empty without that childhood. You know, because those were the best times. You know, not everybody, but most people, you know, look at their childhood. You know, they went into a place like Chuck E. Cheese or, you know, the McDonald's playground when McDonald's had a playground, um, recess, the swings, you know, or that, you know, children's playground, uh, building, all those round balls that you can dive into, the slides going down, you know. That's why we like the liminal space thing. I like liminal spaces because it does. It kind of brings back a little eerie but childhood memory. you know. But anyways, I know I talk a lot, and I'm just trying to get everything off my chest right now. I probably bore people. I'm sorry that I'm boring. I find me entertaining. I do. I didn't want to make this video sad, but 4 o'clock in the morning. What can you do, right? Um, I just, you know, I just wish that something, and here's the thing, and I'm gonna bring this up. I wish there was a God. I know people have their beliefs, and I know everyone's gonna disagree with me, but for me, I really don't think that there is. And if there is, why is he doing this? For what reason? Just to see people suffer. Is that why? Because that's what's happening as people are suffering. And I don't like it. I don't like seeing this. I don't know. Let me put it this way. I will eventually get rich. I don't know how I'm gonna get rich, but I hope it's soon. And that's why I keep making these videos. Because I do want to impact people, especially not to give up. And if your life sucks, keep holding on to hope. Hopefully, I can get somewhere, and hopefully, I can do this thing. I know people will disagree with me on this, but humans have been in control for a long, long time. And where has it got us? Exactly. It's got us here. And I don't I just don't get it. You know, I'm tired of hearing. And here's another part that's scary when it comes to AI. Um, because I don't want a left wing AI and I don't want a right wing AI. I want an AI that is just it knows how to make everybody happy. That's the AI that I want. Is I want everyone to be happy. I don't want no left leaning artificial superintelligence. I don't want any right wing leaning artificial intelligence. I want something that can literally help both sides, all sides. That's what I want. Help everybody. That's the AI that I want in power. I want there to be some God. I want there to be a powerful supreme being that is listening and saying, "Gosh, man, this guy, I hear him, and he's right, I feel him, he wants to help people, I want to help people. Um, I hear what Colin is saying. He's sick of the way everything is. I understand why he wants AI to take over. Because, every human that we put in the office, oh, I don't know if I trust this dude, because, again, humans favor for their own party. They always favor for their bias, you know? I guess that's the right word for it. And I don't like that. I don't like people who tend to favor for just one group, one party, just one belief system. I want someone to help everybody. And that's the problem when it comes to people who go into power, is they just want to screw everybody else over. Like like Trump, right? So the left hate Trump. So they're going to attack everyone who supports Trump. You see what I'm saying? This is why I don't like the left and this is why I don't like the right. Because then you have the Trump supporters who don't like the left. It's both sides, it's both sides. This is what bothers me. I get it. I get the whole trans thing. I get it. It's not for me. I don't want to do it. Um, but I get why somebody would want to do it. Some people feel like they're born in the wrong body, but again, you should do it when you're an adult. When you become an actual adult. I'd say around 20 something years old. If you want to become the opposite gender, I say go for it. Knock yourself out. And that's your own shit that you can do. That's your problem. You're an adult. But when you do it to someone who's a kid, then it becomes a problem. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it here. There's so much to talk about, but I've been going on for an hour and like 2 minutes, just rambling on, and it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Crazy. I wish, like I said, I wish I can afford things so I won't be depressed. I wish I can fix things. I wish I wasn't in pain. I wish my cat wasn't in pain. I wish I can help my cat. I wish I can help me. Uh, it's a fucked up world. I wish I can help out everybody. There's a lot of people who have it way worse than me, you know, and I wish I can help them. Other than that, I'll continue another night, I guess. But I'm V-Berg. I'm this guy, and it's been one hell of a video. I'm sorry that I made you guys watch this very video. I'm sorry. I didn't remember for that to happen. Oh, I truly am sorry, but I hope I got people to think and to listen because I can have a conversation for the longest time. I love to talk and I like people to go in with an open mind and like I said, if you want to dislike the video, you can dislike the video. If I bored you, I truly am sorry for boring you and making you feel like, but don't give up. This is not about that. It's more of like somebody needs to change something. That's basically what this video is. We need to change and we need to voice our opinion. That's pretty much the whole point of this video. Is if you don't speak at all, nothing gets done. You need to put yourself out there and speak up. That's it. That's what we should do. is voice our opinion so people can hear it. Other than that, I'm Vberg. Like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.